Pick 3 MMA fighters to back you up in a zombie apocalypse.
Ilia Topuria.
Tom Aspinall, all day. Kayla Harrison, man. Chimaev or Du Plessis, that's tough, man, because like Chimaev's the best one-round fighter in MMA history, I think, you know?
Khamzat, if you're watching, me and you, I smash everybody.
Payton has better footwork and pressure and stalking, and that's why Lima was shooting. Gregory Rodriguez KO, did you see that? Van versus Roy Val.
Whoa.
Ooh, fight of the year, man. All right, welcome back to the Phat Lucrative MMA podcast, episode number 3. How you doing, Phats?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
We're back in a new studio, if you can see.
It's pretty nice, eh?
So our usual guy, Sam, is away on holiday in Bali, so we had to come find a new studio. And this one's pretty cool, man. Very comfy.
Hard out, eh? Wow, we moved pretty good, eh?
Yeah. Let me know if you like this studio or you're feeling the old ones. I remember someone mentioned Sam had the Dior J's, which I don't even know what are. I'm sure they're like shoes or something. On the
Yeah. Jordans, eh?
Dior Jordans.
Oh, hey, Jordan Dior's.
Maybe they did a collaboration or something.
Oh,
But yeah, the studio pretty cool. We got the Adesanya versus Whittaker poster on the wall.
Was that the first fight?
2 for 3. Well, they both got belts. Why have they both got belts? Oh yeah, so it must be the first fight.
Yeah.
Because it was interim, right? Yeah, so
it was.
Adesanya had an interim belt. Maybe Whittaker pulled out or something, and then they fought for the actual belt, and then he knocked him out in round 2. That was a good fight.
Did he knock him out the first fight?
Yeah, he knocked him out at the end of round 1, and then the buzzer went. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And then round 2, he finished him. The second fight went decision.
I don't want them to fight, eh?
I know, man. It's like
Because
two
I've been
brothers.
this side of the world, eh? It was sort of like, bro,
Really?
2 Kiwis fighting each other.
They're friends now, though.
Yeah, that's good. Did you see he came over and he was training at CKB?
Yeah, I saw that. He did a video with Adesanya. I think they watched Dricus Du Plessis fight live together.
Yeah.
And they was like, because obviously they both got beat by him. So they was like on the sofa together laughing about how he's shit, but he's really good, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, he's the worst, best fighter ever. And they was all laughing about it.
That was wholesome, eh? Just seeing 2 of the, you know?
It's good when you see that.
Yeah, hard out.
It's good when you see, you know, they have beef before and then after they're like boys.
The second fight, did you see the press conference? Australia just hammering Izzy, eh? I was sort of like, wow, that's a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, man.
But
he dealt with it well.
Yeah, he did good, man. Calm under pressure.
That was a good fight. The second one, though, because the first one over quickly, right? Second fight went to a decision. And it was a close fight, man. Rob done super well.
He did, eh? Been in the game for ages.
Yeah, I don't know. Has he got a fight book?
Oh, I'm not too sure. Who was his last fight? It was against
Chimaev.
Khamzat. Oh, bro.
And his jaw popped or whatever he
Yeah.
said. That was a bad injury. I think he might be back against someone, but I don't know.
Who do you got, Chimaev or Du Plessis?
Chimaev or Du Plessis, that's tough, man, because like Chimaev's the best one-round fighter in MMA history, I think, you know? I don't know who's better in the first round than him. Not Conor McGregor, not Ilia Topuria, not Francis Ngannou. I got to say Khamzat.
Yeah.
So
Your money on Khamzat?
if Du Plessis can survive round 1, then it becomes like almost a 50-50 fight. But I do have Khamzat.
Yeah.
I just feel like I feel he can finish in round 1 for sure.
Yeah.
And the damage he can do, you know, could also impact the later fight. Because if you watch the Derek Brunson versus Du Plessis fight, he was getting thrown all over the place.
Yeah,
so
true.
he's physical, but he can be taken down. He can be thrown around.
Yeah.
So I don't think Khamzat's going to have any issue doing it early. It's just, can he keep it up? Who do you think?
I'm going to have to go with Khamzat. I just think he's too good, man.
Yeah.
I think I'll put my money on like round 1 or round 2 submission.
Yeah.
Those early rounds, man.
Yeah.
I reckon round 1 he's nearly going to get it done.
Yeah.
And then comes round 2, Du Plessis is going to be worn out and then he's just going to finish.
Yeah, that's the thing, because everyone's thinking, all right, if he survives round 1, it'll be all right. But they have to remember, he might take a lot of damage in round 1.
Yeah.
And he might be worn out, like you said. You don't really know. And Du Plessis is good at coming back, but has he really took a 10-8 round, beat down badly, and come back after that?
Yeah.
Not really, you know. So that could change the whole dynamic of the fight.
Yeah. You never know with Du Plessis. He just proves the doubters every time. He's a lot better than he looks.
He's way better than he
Way
looks.
better than he looks.
I've been betting on him since he came to the UFC, and everyone was betting against him.
Yeah.
I've never bet against him.
Actual?
Yeah, because obviously he looks a little bit like an idiot, you know, like when he's walking, he's punching.
When he throws, but I guess he's different. So
yeah, he's unique.
He's not telegraphed.
Yeah, you can't
They don't
train
know what
for
he's
that.
gonna do.
It's true. I don't think he knows what he's gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't train for that sort of style, you know. When guys just throwing random stuff, it's 4-punch combinations like.
Yeah.
It's like it's not a tight 1-2 hook. It's like crazy shots, and he's so strong as well.
Yeah.
And he looks so tired, but he manages to go 25 minutes.
Have you seen him drink beer with that Jackson guy from Australia?
No. What does he?
Bro, he just like drinks a pint in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like
He looks like someone that would drink a pint. In
South
3 seconds.
Africans, man. Different breed.
Yeah, shout out to South Africa. But boys, if you haven't seen, we just got a new series on Phat's channel on YouTube where we go around the world. We're only in Auckland at the moment, but we're about to be global. I'm trying to manifest it. We go around the world and we eat the best steak or maybe some other food, but I don't know yet. But episode 1 is out. So we went somewhere in Auckland. We went to some Colombian restaurant, El Humero. We ate amazing steak, fat 1 kilogram T-bone, and we vlogged it all. So go to Phats482 on YouTube and you can find that video there.
I want to go to Colombia. Keep in mind that El Humero place, you must go try it out, man. Hectic. You get to see your steak cooked in front of you.
Yeah.
I love that, eh? Do you like going to restaurants and you see like the open kitchen? You see,
I love it.
You just see these guys just standing there just marinating the meat.
Sometimes I feel like it's a bit awkward for the chefs though. I mean, but they're used to it. It's not.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think like 50 people just staring at you. Like, where's my food? Is that one food?
Yeah, true.
But they just don't look. They're just like militant, you know, cooking the food.
I went to the back of the kitchen too, and I was filming, so you get to see that. Go check out the vlog, man. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, definitely. Check out the vlog. It was fun. I had fun doing it. If we could do that for a job, that'd be fucking cool, innit? Going around the world just eating food.
What do you mean we're doing that as a job?
We are doing it. We are doing it, but it's early days though. But
yeah, there's this meat stock. Remember I was telling you about meat stock?
Meat festival.
I remember a mate of mine, Steph Demodi, he came back from South America doing the whole meat stock. Epic.
Yeah.
We need to go try that. They're eating like alligators, snakes.
Would you do that?
Yeah, but it's cooked on like you know, like smokers. It's all like, you know, it's nice. It looks nice.
Would you eat anything? Like, not anything, but you know, all that weird shit.
Yeah.
Snails.
Not all animals.
Snails?
Oh, that's a hard one now, bro. Would you eat snails?
Yeah, I'll do it if I was in France, you know.
I've seen a few mates. Who was it? Kevin Locke. He ate like years ago, and
I don't think I'd enjoy it.
He reckons it tastes like chicken.
Doesn't look like it tastes like chicken.
Ugh.
So no.
Because when I see little snails in New Zealand and they're like climbing up my house, you know, they just look.
Don't want to eat them ones, bro. You don't want to eat them ones. Yeah. You want to make sure they're cooked out. You know,
it's a French delicacy, eh?
Yeah, they love it. I read a story. I don't know where it was probably on Twitter. Twitter is crazy, man. Have you got Twitter?
No,
bro. Twitter is mad. Yeah,
I got X.
Bro, X is mental, man. Like you see the craziest stuff on there. But I read something on there. I think it was some fella. He ate a slug. Like he was at the pub. I think he was in England, right? He was at the pub with all of his mates, and they were drinking. They was getting drunk. It was in the daytime, and there's obviously loads of slugs and snails because they're in the beer garden. So in the garden, and his mate was like, "I dare you to eat the slug." And he's like, nah, go on, like, I'm not going to do that. He's like, nah, go on, eat the slug. They egged him on. I don't know, they gave him 50 quid or whatever. He ended up eating the slug. And then...
Was he paralyzed?
Yes.
Bro, I saw that article, bro. And his whole face just changed, eh?
Yeah.
He was like almost like on a wheelchair.
He was.
So sad,
he was on a wheelchair, bro. So I think he started to feel sick like later that evening. And then for the next week, he just felt fucked. And then he ended up going to... hospital. They got admitted to hospital and he went in like a coma or something like that, and then they found out the slug had so much parasites on it and poison that it just effed up his insides. I think he woke up from the coma, or he got a little bit better, but yet he was fully paralyzed. He couldn't walk anymore, so he had to go in a wheelchair. He was in a wheelchair for 8 years and then he died.
That's so sad.
Crazy. So don't eat slugs, man. Rest in peace that guy. But Wow, bro.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine the mate, bro.
Yeah, you must. Imagine walking around with that guilt.
Yeah.
You'd have to just accept it like, look, I had no idea, you know?
Yeah.
If you don't know, you can't really blame yourself.
Yeah.
But anyway,
True.
man.
Bunch of lads together eating each other on can always end in
bad
disaster.
vibes, though.
Yeah.
You got any positive vibes for the podcast? I feel a bit down now.
How did you think about the previous UFC event?
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that. I was happy. I was sad because Charles is a fan favorite. He got knocked out. But I was happy because Ilia Topuria won me a lot of money, as he always has done, you know. From the very first fight he took in the UFC, I bet him he was an underdog in the very first fight in his UFC. Crazy now because he's like the greatest fighter of all time.
Yeah.
But we bet him as an underdog against Yusuf Salau at plus 140 when they fought back in the day. But yeah, man, he knocked out Charles brutally. He was out on the first punch on the right hand, wasn't he?
Yeah. Soon as I think Oliveira went for 3-A, he went for a 3-2, and I think he just got caught straight away.
Yeah,
with the two,
I don't
bang.
even remember.
And then he catches that 3 as he's knocked out. That was
but he was
just
already
pure
done. Eh?
Boxing. Yeah, he was done.
He was folded, man. When Ilia hits you, it's different, bro.
Did you see the first punch Vera landed though?
Yeah, it was elbow.
Was it an elbow?
Yeah, it was an elbow. He rocked him.
But he
Ilia's easy chin, beautiful chin. But yeah, that was a huge shot.
Yeah, I went back and watched it. He lands a nice,
A beautiful elbow, like a step-in elbow.
yeah.
Ilia got hit with the elbow, and then he replied to that with a 4-punch combination. Like
He's
aggressive,
so
chasing
good.
after him, like ta, 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 ta.
Yeah.
You know, he does those like quick shots.
He's got the perfect boxing, eh?
Yeah.
He's just short and sharp and just no wasted movement.
And his body is built to deliver knockout shots.
Yeah, he keeps all his punches tight, man. And if you're getting caught in that range, you're going to sleep.
Yeah, even at 155.
Look at his last 3 fights. He's just ended 3 legends.
You know what's crazy? At 155, he's only had 2 fights. And that was like 2 of his cleanest knockouts of all time because he knocked out Jai Herbert. And that was probably his best knockout of all time in the UFC.
Yeah.
Just in terms of cleanliness, you know, body, head. And when Jai Herbert got knocked out, he got knocked out as soon as the punch hit him and he spun round. You know, it was a brutal knockout. And then with Oliveira, again, he was knocked out on the punch. Some of his 145 knockouts, they're not knocked out on the punch. Like Max Holloway didn't get knocked out on the punch.
And that other
he was
fight,
alive.
The other fight,
Bryce Mitchell, he couldn't knock him out.
remember?
Josh Emmett,
he got rocked too.
5-round one.
Yeah, I think it was before Josh Emmett's one when he got rocked.
That was
But he come back and
what, head
beat him.
kicked.
Yeah.
That was Jai Herbert, 155.
that one.
Yeah. But you know, he couldn't knock out Josh Emmett. He couldn't knock out Yusuf Salau. He couldn't knock out Bryce Mitchell. Damon Jackson, he finished him. Ryan Hall, he did. But like the 2 fights in the 155, which
brutal.
should be harder to knock people out, they're his most clean knockouts. So his power translates.
That must be his normal weight though, eh? That must be his...
Yeah, I mean, he's not cutting really that much.
Yeah.
He could be better there, 155.
Do you see
that
how
would
he
be
has
crazy.
red wine when he cuts?
I think he had it like once.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because I heard him do a podcast and he was like, he did it because he got told that it helps you cut weight because it draws the water in or something like that.
True.
But he said he
I thought
felt
he was
fucked
just a
that night.
madman.
He said the next day he woke up and he felt a bit fucked. So he never did it again.
Ah, true. Well,
But he
that's
still
good
finished
insights.
him though.
What do you think about him or Petty? You see that last little...
Yeah, they brought Paddy in. Did you see? Dana was saying like, oh, they should never have done that. Dana loves that, man.
Yeah.
Why is he
it's good
lying?
for the did he actually say that?
Yeah, he said they should never have done that.
Oh, because they're saying that it shouldn't be... It shouldn't be the fight to make, but it's the fight the fans want to...
Oh, maybe. What is the fight to make?
It's him
Arman
and the
Tsarukyan?
other number 1 fight
Arman.
contender. Yeah, Arman. Ilia beats him,
Probably,
Who
man.
do you think who won out of Ilia Topuria or Petty?
Ilia all day.
Yeah.
He's too good, man. But
Do
you
think
know
he
what?
knocks him out?
Probably, but you know what? I think it might be Ilia's toughest fight in the UFC, and no one would listening to this would agree with me. But Paddy's not a joke in 2025, man. I know people think Paddy's a joke because of certain things, but I don't think he's easy to knock out, right? I think he's easy to land on at times, but I don't think easy to knock out. I think he's massive for the division. I think he has very good grappling.
I would go for Petty.
Really?
I just think he's like
he's
a
gonna be-
problem solver. He's like a John Jones. He would adjust in the fight, you know.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a lot more dominant on the ground too.
I think he can cause Ilia some problems. I just feel like Ilia's just too good and he'll end up finishing him. But I don't think it'll be a Charles Oliveira knockout in 2 minutes. I don't think it'll be that, man. I think Paddy will kick him in the head a few times. I think Paddy will do well staying at range a few times. I think Paddy's a smart fighter. I think his game plan will be perfect. You know, for him, it will be perfect. I think he'll be able to keep range at times as well. I think he'll do okay at... Because he can fight off the back foot, Paddy, very well, you know. You watch the Jared Gordon fight and a lot of his other fights, he can fight off the back foot pretty good, which is what you need against Topuria.
Yeah.
Because you can't meet him in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's going to end you. So I think it'll be a great fight, and Paddy will shock a lot of people, and I don't think he'll be discredited after the fight. I think people will love Paddy more after the fight, but I do think he'll lose ultimately.
Yeah.
I just think Ilia is the best fighter of all time.
He's just so good, eh?
Do you think he's the great? Do you think he could be the greatest ever?
Yeah. I think in due time, like, he still needs to... Best ever, he still needs to...
Definitely not
keep
now.
going. Yeah, definitely not now. But he's... After that knockout, man, he's definitely made a statement.
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely... He's not even in the top 5 pound for pound, eh?
Oh, he must be now.
He must be now.
Yeah. 2 belt.
Yeah, yeah, definitely now.
Speaking of the greatest of all time, we had that conversation last week on the podcast, and I was saying John Jones, I think, is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And then Junior Farr, the boxer, shout out to Junior Farr, had commented on our stuff saying, I don't know how you can say John Jones is the GOAT when he's popped for steroids. And did you see that comment?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Shout out Junior Farr, man.
Yeah.
The fight analysis.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, you know what? That's a good point, you know? At the end of the day...
Greatest of all timers.
It's a big statement for someone who's popped so many times. But I would still like to mention John Jones in the greatest of all time. I think we can't just ignore him, right? But there maybe should be, I was thinking about this, maybe there should be 2 categories. Maybe there should be one...
Best fighter of all time.
Yeah, one best fighter of all time, no cheating. And then one best fighter of all time with cheating allowed. Yeah. Because it's tough, man. You know, John Jones, I feel like he's done the most in the sport. He's proved the most. He is the greatest, but he cheated from what we know, right? So do you, like, where do you exclude him? I'm really interested. I want people in the comments to let me know what they think.
Yeah, but did he... It's just that one time he was found with a pictogram, eh?
I think it was multiple times, but I think a lot of them was, like, disproven, or USADA came out and said, no, it actually wasn't. He didn't cheat or something.
Do you think he was, like, a regular...
Probably. I mean, he took all the other drugs, right?
Yeah,
he admitted to taking all these other party drugs.
Yeah.
Even these days, he's getting into trouble now. It seems like the type of person that wouldn't... I mean, if you're taking cocaine and that, you probably don't mind about taking steroids as well, right?
Nah, yeah, John Jones, man. I'll still put him as, like, one of the best fighters ever, but...
He's the greatest by far, but he did pop loads of times. So does that exclude him completely? It's a tough convo, isn't it?
Nah, I'll still rate him one of the best fighters ever. But yeah, Junior Farr's right. He's done too much shit that's like you can't give him that.
Yeah.
Give it to Demetrius Johnson.
Maybe not the best, like John Jones.
Yeah, as a human being, but as a fighter, you can't deny him.
Nah.
Like, but like you give, I reckon. Because they explained today, like when they found that pictogram in the system, they said that like it didn't even enhance his performance. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know if I believe that, man. I don't know if I believe those, to be honest, bro. Like,
you never know. Look what Mark Hunt's going through.
What's he going through?
He's trying to take UFC to court, and I think he
got paid out, right?
Yeah.
But he wanted to get paid out more. I saw the lawsuit. Yeah.
Pay him, Dana.
He's taken him to court for probably multiple things, but is it because when he fought Brock Lesnar, they knew Brock was on steroids and they still made him fight?
Bigfoot Silver?
Oh, really? They knew he was on steroids as well, so the UFC covered it up.
But yeah, bro, I reckon, whatever Mark Hunt's asking for, he deserves it, man.
Yeah, that's effed up if they make him fight Brock Lesnar and they knew that
they knew he was juiced up.
That he was juiced up.
Yeah.
No, they definitely knew. But like, if they actually guarantee, because I remember Brock Lesnar was omitted from testing for like the first 6 months, wasn't he? Am I making that up? I'm pretty sure he was like omitted for 6 months because remember, he wasn't in the testing pool. No, so this is what it is. You know when you sign for the UFC, you get put in the drug testing pool, right?
Yeah.
And you have to be in a pool for like 6 months before you're eligible to fight. Because obviously you could be juicing, and then as soon as the UFC call you, stop. But you still got all of that in your system. But I think because they wanted to make the fight between Mark Hunt and Brock Lesnar for UFC 200, they made the fight only like maybe 1 or 2 months before the fight happened. So Brock didn't go through the 6-month testing pool. And I think probably that's what Mark Hunt's talking about. So they knew he was on it. Because he's coming from WWE. I mean, he looks like the size of a house.
I think every dude in WWE is juicing.
Everyone. They are. They got a real problem over there.
It's outrageous, man.
But, you know, he's getting paid now, which is what he wants. So that's good.
Shout out to Mark Hunt. Keep fighting, also.
Shout out to Mark Hunt. And he didn't take much damage in that fight, which is good, man. Because at the end of the day...
There was a point where I was like, bro, he can land a punch and knock him out.
I bet on him.
Hey.
Yeah, I bet on the man, Mark Hunt, man. I thought he could have landed the one shot. Maybe without steroids, he would have landed one shot, you know?
Yeah, hard out. Bro, hard.
It wasn't an even playing field.
Brock didn't have all that juice in him, bro. Yeah. The Samoan was sleeping him and walking away. The king of the walkaway knockouts.
Yeah, he invented that shit, man.
Yeah.
Some epic knockouts from him back in the day, bro.
Hard out.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite fight on UFC 317?
Van versus Roy Val.
Whoa.
Fight of the year, man.
Fight of the year.
Why not? There's not been a better fight than that.
Yeah.
They just swung from minute one.
The best display of stand-up I've seen.
That was crazy.
Crazy, bro. Good, eh?
They just swung in the middle.
I thought Roy Val dominated first round.
I thought Van had it first round.
You?
Yeah. But it was close round.
Yeah.
I
think it's because we're all going for Roy.
Yeah, maybe.
You're always biased when you're bidding.
I had Roy Val betting, and I thought he would create scrambles and try and grapple more.
Yeah, you said like, that.
Yeah, not outright shoot takedowns, but he's got multiple takedowns in multiple UFC fights.
Yeah.
So I thought he would just try and grab the back a little bit more. Maybe he did try and do it because he did try to clinch up a few times, but Joshua Van hit the body shots when he clinched up. So maybe that was what he was trying to do, scramble with the clinches. But I think he just came with the game plan to stand and bang, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was a mad fight.
He sort of looked like he wanted to go out there and because everyone was, going for Van in a stand-up.
Yeah, Van's
so I
the
think he
boxer.
wanted to beat him at that.
Yeah, probably. And he almost did.
Yeah.
It was an extremely close fight.
I've always rated Roy Val, bro.
He's a great fighter.
He's a mean fighter.
1-1 going into round 3. And Roy Val seemed to be winning round 3 up until the 2 or 3 minute mark. It was close. But then, if you remember, bro, Josh Van started oblique kicking him. He started doing that John Jones thing because Roy Val was just pressuring him, walking forward non-stop. So Joshua Van would do that oblique kick and like try and hyperextend his knee. And it completely threw Roy Val off. He started getting hit with it and then hit over the top with shots. And the knockdown came straight off an oblique kick. So basically, he lost the entire fight on an oblique kick that Josh only threw in the last 2 minutes of the fight.
Yeah.
Which is a great adjustment by Josh, but it's also fucking random that he just randomly found a button that he could use to win. When Stipe beat Cormier. For 4 rounds, it was like, whatever was happening. And then he just started body shotting him. And it's like, okay, now I'm going to win because I found out a body shot. Josh did the same with the oblique kick. And no one mentioned that after. I think it's just a crazy fight, right? But no one mentioned the entire fight came down to oblique kick that Josh randomly started throwing in the last 60 seconds of the fight.
Those oblique kicks do damage, man. They're trying to it's a controversial kick because it's ended so many fighters' careers.
Yeah.
Who started it? John Jones, Anderson Silva?
Yeah, probably.
GSP.
One of them. Yeah, I remember John Jones being brutal with it.
Yeah, his one was brutal, man. Who did he do it to? Oh, he did it to
a
someone,
lot of people, man.
And they still suffer from it today.
Really?
I think Rampage Jackson.
Yeah?
I think his knee's still...
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. John's brutal with them.
Yeah, hard out, man.
Do you remember when Khalil Roundtree did it to Modestus Bukauskas?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it was just literally finished the fight.
Finished the fight from
He just jumped, whack.
I've never seen a fight finished from it.
Yeah, bro. How's that dude's knee footing up?
He's all right. He's back in the UFC now.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the UFC getting wins. He's from London.
Good. Oh, that's good.
Obviously want to see him win.
Unlucky with Kai Kara France. Shout out to Kai Kara, man.
Yeah, man. He seemed off, bro. From minute one, he just seemed like he wasn't there. I don't know what.
I just feel like, bro, Pantoja's just really good, man.
He's amazing.
He just... Kai Kara France did well, but it's just that first round when he got taken down and that triangle around his body would have just taken, it would have just taken anything. But he's still game, bro. Like, round 2 started... You could tell that. You could tell after the first round he sort of lost his legs because he looked like he was a bit.
Yeah, he was slipping over loads of times. That's what I mean. It was just weird.
But you seen Pantoja's triangle around the body. It looked tight, man.
Yeah.
And he held him for like 4 minutes. Like over 4 minutes.
Yeah, and then he got it again in round 3.
Yeah.
And he didn't tap him for a while. I thought Kyle was going to survive because he usually survives the back take. Yeah. He did survive it all in round 1.
He's good when it's like calm under pressure.
Oh, super calm under pressure.
Calm,
But yeah, that was tough, man. It is what it is, though. At the end of the day, Kai, you know, because people online talking shit and stuff like that, like they always do, you know, internet haters. But at the end of the day, man, the guy is one of the greatest fighters in the world, right? Flyweight, just fought for the title against Pantoja, someone who he went 50-50 with in their first fight. And it wasn't his night, you know, it wasn't to be. But the guy's still doing better than 99.99%
He'll knock
of
everyone
people.
Out in the comment section.
Yeah, he's just doing better than 99% of people on the planet. And it's funny because people should be able to speak about the sport, right?
Yeah.
I understand that. I have to sometimes be more brutal than other people because I'm doing analysis, right?
Yeah.
So I have to say, like I said before, you know, I have to say, this guy's got bad takedown defense. If that person hears that, even if it's true, not everyone's got good everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everyone's going to be lacking somewhere. So if that fighter hears that, they're going to be like, this guy's a cunt saying I got bad takedown. But it is what it is. I have to say that. But people take it too far, man.
Yeah.
People, you know, talk bullshit online.
This is your job, though, because people are relying on you for bets. Like, so it's different in that aspect. Different. When you're just a casual couch potato, like writing like, oh, he's shit, you know, it's like, bro, you have no idea. Go sign up to a fighting gym, and go have a spar with the littlest guy there. I'll guarantee you he'll smoke you.
Yeah, smoke. It's embarrassing, honestly, when I see those comments. You can say, like, look, bad performance, man. Wow, like, that he performed bad. Like, that was a bad performance. What the hell? Outside of that, that's like the max I give people online. Yeah. If you're talking anything outside that, I'm like, you're a moron, man.
Yeah, any dude that makes it to the UFC is a deadly weapon. Bro, did you see all the hate with Kai France? Because a lot of people around the world don't realize the Māori culture. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like with the whole pukana, when he's poking his tongue out, he's holding his head back. Like, they don't understand that this is the Māori culture. Like, this is his culture. Like, you know what I mean? All he's doing is putting his culture. It's like Alex Pereira walking out there in his native
with the bow.
Yeah, with the bow. Like, that's exactly how the Māori culture. If you're not from New Zealand, type in Māori culture on Google or YouTube, anything, just so you can understand that he's not there to try and intimidate. Yeah. He's just literally showing where he's from, you know, his bloodline, his culture, and everything.
You know, the stupid thing about that, with all the hate that he was getting, is if you go throughout history and over the globe, right, and you check almost any culture ever, they all have a similar war dance, song cry than the Māori do, and that Kai was doing, right? So these people talking online are actually dissing their own ancestors and their own culture. Look at the Vikings. Yeah. Look at the Apache, the Native American Apaches. Yeah, exactly. Look at the Zulus in South Africa. We spoke about Dricus Du Plessis earlier. So the Zulu warriors in South Africa, they have a dance, right? The dance is called Indlamu or something like that. And this dance to the outside world would look stupid, which a lot of people are saying Kai Kara looks, right? Because they scream at the top of their lungs. There's 30 of them. They get on their knees, and one of the other guys runs over their heads, like runs on their backs. It's like a war dance, like a war cry, right? If you're not from there and you see it, yes, you're gonna think it looks a bit silly. Yeah. But surely you're not that moronic that you would be like, okay, yeah, it does look a bit silly, but that's what they do, right? But no matter how far you go back, every single person on this planet is a descendant from a culture that did something like that. Exactly. So there's no difference. So you're actually dissing your own ancestors, you know, when you're dissing Kai, if Kai is doing that. It's just that in 2025, a lot of people around the world are not connected to their culture from thousands of years ago, but the Maori still are.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's funny, bro, because I see people talking shit. I'm like, you're dissing your own ancestors and you don't even know it.
It's good to always have culture, and you're like, you know, it's always good to know where you're from. Like, that's, bro, the Māori culture is a beautiful thing. Like, on our side of the world, we understand it so well.
Yeah.
So when we see it, it's normal to us. You know what I mean? I can understand when the world sees it. You know, but
I can understand. Like, I can understand people seeing it and going like, "Oh, this is weird. What's this?" Right? I do understand that. But once you hear someone like me say that every culture around the world has done it, if you're smart, you would listen to someone say that and go, "You know what? That is actually true. What he just said." My ancestors probably did do these war cries and probably maybe stuff way more than just putting your tongue out, you know, more than just what Kai did. Once you hear someone like me do that, say a take like that, I don't want to diss my own ancestors, so I'm not going to diss his ancestors.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel about it, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
Because it happens all over the world, man.
Yeah,
the Celtics do that shit.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Vikings said that earlier. Did you see Pakistan? They went to war with India recently. Was it Pakistan and India? I believe it may have been.
Recently?
Maybe like a few months ago, there was a few bombs that were let off. It was India and someone, I believe it was Pakistan. I could be wrong, but yeah, it was definitely India. And it was a country that borders India. And they met on the border, right? Like the two armies or the generals or whatever you want to call it, the government, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
And they done this dance as like a peaceful dance. And the dance looks silly to me, right? Like, I'm being honest. I looked at it and I'm like, that looks quite silly. But I'm not going to come out here and talk shit on it because that's literally their culture. And they've been doing it for hundreds of thousands of years. Yeah. And my people did it for hundreds of thousands of years. Do you know what I mean? And whoever I'm a descendant of as well. So it's like, I'm not going to take the piss out of it. When I saw it in my own head, I thought, oh, that looks kind of silly. They're like putting their knee up and doing a 360 and stuff like that. It's just, I guess it just depends what way you see the world, man.
Anything that's foreign and looks weird will always look weird, eh? But they disrespect culture, bro.
Yeah.
If you see something you don't like, but it's their culture, bro, you respect that because their culture's been doing it for many years. Yeah,
like anytime I go to a different country, I'm always very respectful of that country. You know what I mean? Like the traditions. If I go to Japan and they want me to take my shoes off before I go in a restaurant, I'll take my shoes off, man. I'm happy to do that.
I was like Du Plessis when he went to Australia and Izzy's like, look at him. Hasn't even taken his shoes off.
Oh, really? What was that for?
I think they were doing like an Aboriginal... They were doing something like with the Aboriginal. It wasn't too bad. I think Izzy was just trying to get in his head.
Yeah. He's good at that.
Yeah.
What other fights was on there? Oh, Payton, Talbott, Felipe, Lima. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was a good fight, man.
Yeah,
Payton came back, bro.
The other dude did pretty good, though. I was expecting Payton to...
Really?
I was expecting Payton to beat him, like, knockout.
Lima's fucking good, man. Lima's the favorite in that fight, bro. Payton was underdog.
Oh, yeah, that's right, he was.
He was underdog.
I had Payton to win, though.
Nice. Easy money.
Because...
He dominated.
I haven't really checked much of his background, but did you see his debut when he just literally walks in, punch, like 1-2 down the middle way, and
I was live for that.
Oh, did you go live?
Yeah, I was in Vegas. That was not his debut. That was his second fight or third. He fought Nick Aguirre debut, Cameron Simon, and then he fought Yanis Gamori. And the Gamori one was with the 1-2 in the 20 seconds. And I was there live for it. And I wanted to see Payton put on like a big display. So I was kind of annoyed when he knocked him out early. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Oh, true. Did you bet on him?
I bet on the fight to go over 1.5 rounds, bro.
Oh, true.
And he slumped him in 2 minutes, man. That's the only time I lost a bet on a Payton fight.
Oh, yeah,
I've won. Because I bet on him again against Felipe Lima. Payton got a lot of hate, man, after that loss.
He was laughing. Do you see the fight? He was just laughing the whole time.
Yeah. He don't care, man. Like, Payton's solid mentally, but he got a lot of hate again. Fuck, man, everyone gets hate, innit? Just for losing. Or
but
just
fighting, honestly, man, that's why I feel sorry for fighters.
But I know they just get hated all the time. Like, but you know what? They get loved as well. The other side of it is they get loved, bro.
You get your side of people that love you, loving you, and then you get everyone on the other side hating you, like, outrageously.
It's true, though. There's no light without dark, right? So we can say they get hated a lot, but you're right. You get a lot of people loving you as well, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Kai Kara France, whatever people can say, but in New Zealand, he's a legend, man.
Yeah.
People are going to see him and give him free food at restaurants. People are going to say he's a legend.
Yeah.
He's got lots of love here.
Yeah.
So, I guess you have to take the good with the bad, man. You know what I mean? You can't have all
Kai
good.
Kara France has still got I reckon he's going to still get
He's probably going to get knocked out in his next fight, bro. Come back and get a knockout.
Yeah, he's the type, bro. Pantoja played smart, man, taking him down.
Yeah.
Because I reckon if he kept us standing... Did you see when he was starting to fade?
I know. I thought
he looked like he was fading it, but then he was
does.
smart, took him down.
Yeah.
and use the last bit of energy to submit him.
He always looks like he's getting tired, and then somehow he just goes 25 minutes like a beast. I'm wondering what happens to Payton Talbott in his next fight, because they're going to have to start stepping him up again now, because Felipe Lima is a great fighter, man. Yeah. But I wonder if they build him up now and give him a couple knockouts, or whether they just keep feeding him to the wolves like they have done in his last 2 fights. And you know, it was interesting to see that they gave him Felipe Lima, because Lima's a very good fighter, man.
Yeah, he is.
So they're kind of saying like sink or swim, and he swam.
Yeah, that was a good matchup, eh?
Yeah, he looked great in that one.
Lima did good, man. There was even times where I was like, bro, you might steal it.
Lima was hurting him on the feet at times. Not hurting him, but just landing big shots. But that's not the way to be. You got to knock Payton out if you're going to beat him on the feet, though.
He keeps his arms down all the time.
Does keep his hands down, don't move his head. But people were saying like
he's just like he's got that half little step back. Just gets out of range. Sometimes he gets caught, but
he gets caught a lot. But that's his style. You know, people were saying like, oh, Lima was winning on the feet. He should have just not shoot takedowns. But they don't understand that the reason he shot takedowns is because Payton has the best pressure in the bantamweight division.
Yeah.
You can't pressure more than Payton Talbott. Marab maybe, but he shoots takedowns. It's different. Payton pressures with striking.
He's got such good balance, eh? Like
unreal.
He's constantly in front of his opponent every time, because Lima has real good footwork, bro. Yeah. But did you see how he'll just cut him off?
He has great footwork, but Payton has better footwork and pressure and stalking, and that's why Lima was shooting. Yeah. Because Lima did not like the pressure. Yeah. Yes, Lima would land a couple of big shots because he's a great striker, and Payton doesn't really move his head and he fights with his hands down. But over the course of 15 minutes, Lima was gassed after round 2. Why was he gassed? It's because Payton stalked him. It's so tiring walking away back, and walking back. So people need to understand what actually happened in the fight, because they're like, oh, if Lima just struck with him, he would have won. If he struck with him, he would have got knocked out, because he wouldn't have been able to handle the pressure. He would have got caught in the pocket. The exchanges would have been forced, and he would have came out on the back end of it. The only reason he survived is because he was grappling.
And he was moving too. Like, he was actually moving like out of range all the time. If he didn't, he was always out of center line. So, but yeah, Payton was good, man.
Yeah, shout out Payton Talbot, man. People hate him because he might be gay, but you know.
Is he? Payton's I heard that. Is he actually gay?
I don't know if he's gay, but he might be. I don't know.
He's sort of got like that gay look.
Exactly, he's got the gay look, but it's 2025, man. A lot of these people.
He is saying he's like, fuck, I want to give them a hiding.
Bro, a lot of people have the gay look in 2025, and they're not actually gay. They're not actually homosexual. You know, like, it's mad. It's like, a mad era that we live in. You know,
like you can see straight guys with their nails done. You know, it's normal these days.
Yeah, exactly. Izzy and a lot of the CKB guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They do their nails.
I reckon Izzy and Nate just enjoy the company and relaxation of the woman.
Bro, I've had my nails done, not painted though. That's the difference. Yeah,
like a nice.
Yeah, like have it cut. They massage your hand, they trim it, they cut it, they make it all nice. Yeah, I have manicure and pedicure, but I just don't get the color on it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna have pink nails. That's your manicure.
Manicure.
Just bite it.
Manners cure.
Yeah.
No. Well.
Manicure and manicure. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a good fighter. Shout out to my man Payton. Gregory Rodriguez KO. Did you see that? He knocked Jack Manson out. Ooh, one punch.
I thought he was doing well, Manson.
Yeah, he was. He was starting to catch Gregory. He was starting to, like, beat him.
How old is Gregory?
Then looks about 84, but I think he's about...
He looks like your old uncle like at a barbecue, and just knocks out these young
knocks out motherfuckers on steroids, eh? I'm not saying you're on steroids, Greg. I'm saying you look like you're on steroids. It's a compliment,
he faked the 2 and went on with the short left, eh? That's what...
I don't even remember what shot.
He knocked him out with the same punch that Daniel Hooker got Gilbert Burns. I'm pretty sure.
No, Dan knocked him out with a knee.
Gilbert Burns?
I think so.
No, didn't he go to fake that too? Oh, no, that was James Vick, eh?
Did he knock out James Vick?
Yeah.
I think he did, eh?
Dan Hooker.
Yeah, I think that's James Vick. Tall guy.
Sorry if I'm wrong, guys. Always guessing these little highlights in my head.
That's a long time ago, though, man. That was back in the day, bro. My assistant wrote down a fun segment for us.
All right.
I'm going to ask you some questions, and then maybe you can spin it back to me.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I'll pull it out too. Okay, hit me. What's the first one?
Oh, should we go one for one?
Yeah, like how we did last time, eh?
All right, here we go.
Where did you send it to me on?
I just texted it to you.
Oh, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, I'll start. Phats, which fighter would you like to be stuck in a jail cell with for 24 hours? I don't know if liked is the good word.
What, any UFC fighter?
Maybe not women's MMA.
No, I know. But that's just
that's
your
a cheat.
cellmate.
That's a cheat. Yeah.
Not your cellmate giving you a hiding.
Nah. Just your cellmate.
To be honest,
24 hours though. You're on bang up, man. Not even 23 and 1. Not even 23 and 1. 24. No yard time, bro. You're just in a cell 24 hours.
Probably Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, Kiwi connection.
Have you met him in person?
Never.
Bro, he's actually so down to earth and humble.
Yeah, I've heard.
And he gives everyone time, man. Probably him, bro, just so I can have a fun conversation.
Yeah, you can probably speak about a lot, right? Grew up in the same place.
Yeah.
I've seen Izzy many times, at like events. And I've trained at City Kickboxing when I first came to New Zealand for a couple of weeks. So he was there all the time. It was weird when I first went there because I'd see like Kakara, Carlos Albert. Like,
you see all of
everyone,
them there, eh?
see all of them. And I'm just training next to them. They're in a separate practice. I'm just like training, whatever, lifting weights. And then they're on the bike. And I'm like, okay, no, that's mad. Yeah, they're like right there. I'm like, what's going on, mate? And they're like, hello. So I said hello to them and that, but I didn't speak to them.
It's cool, how inside that CKB gym, they're just students, eh?
Yeah.
Like, they're just like...
Eugene's the master.
Yeah, Sensei Eugene.
Yeah.
Bro,
I saw Eugene once, yeah. Hey. It was UFC Auckland. So did you go to UFC Auckland back in the day? Like 5 years ago?
Nah, I didn't
You didn't go?
That one. Nah, that's with Dan Hooker, 40.
Felder, yeah.
I was going to go.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah, Dan Hooker fought Paul Felder. That was a good event. And it was my first UFC event ever. And I actually I've told this story before.
Was that the first fight in Auckland?
Oh,
no, there was one years
UFC.
ago.
Yeah, maybe.
Years ago. Or James Tahuna and them.
Oh, mad.
I thought you were talking about that one. Yeah, there was one, a UFC Auckland before that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first one that I went. Like, first ever UFC event.
Yeah.
And I had the worst seat in the house. Like, my head was banging off the back of the stadium. It was Spark Arena.
Hey.
And I was the highest row. So I was super far away. It's just funny because the next UFC event I went like 5 years later, I was like front row. So it's crazy how it changed, right? But but what I was going to say is I went to the Dan Hooker versus Paul Felder fight and I was driving there. And then I see this dude driving a golf cart coming off the motorway. And I was like, who the fuck is driving a golf cart in the middle of Auckland? Because it's like traffic, right? Big cars and everything. And then one of my mates who I went to the fights with was like, that's Eugene. I was like, what? He's like, that's Eugene, bro. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, Eugene is a CKB coach. I'm like, and I looked, we got closer in the car and it was Eugene who was driving a golf cart on the UFC Auckland day through the middle of Auckland traffic. So Eugene, if you ever see this, let me know what you was doing, man. Because I thought you would be with your fighters prepping or something, but the guy's driving a golf cart through the middle of Auckland. So yeah, it was a funny story.
Shucks, that would have been buzzy. True.
Shout out to Eugene. Yeah. It was hilarious, bro, seeing him in a golf cart.
Eugene Bierman, legend.
Yeah. Did a lot for I watched the Stylebender documentary.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, they go, I think, is it called Stylebender? Probably
the last Stylebender.
No, I think the documentary.
Is it the one when he's in the caravan with that lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that
lady's from Auckland, eh?
Yeah, I saw her caravan.
Oh, really?
It was like, this caravan was featured in Israel Adesanya's documentary or something, and it's got like it's like a long shot of like the caravan.
Yeah.
And it's got Izzy on the...
What is she, she's like a coach?
I'm not too sure.
Like a mental coach or something.
I've only watched half of it.
She's like a mind coach because she's talking about Izzy's emotions and breathing and stuff like that.
She must be one of those ones.
Yeah. All right, so you would do Izzy. That's easy for you.
Adesanya. What about you?
Probably Nathaniel Wood. He's my mate. I like Nathaniel.
Is he your actual mate?
Yeah, well, my mate as in I've only known him since I've been doing the MMA stuff.
He's got a cool swagger.
Yeah. So he's from London. Me and him could talk a lot for ages. Shout out to Nathaniel. Go get you on the podcast, bro. The changed his nickname and I'm forgetting it. It's not the Prospect anymore. It's the Last Englishman or something like that.
Actual.
Fuck. Sorry, man. It's a new name, bro. I'm gonna get it within 6 months, but you know, there's a transitional period. So sorry, my man.
Has he fought recently?
Yeah, he fought Morgan Charrier, beat him cleanly. That's right. He's moved up to 145. He's looking good, but yeah, he's a sick striker as well.
Yeah, he's good.
So yeah, we could do some striking. He could teach me some stuff. He could teach me that sweep he does. Do you know that sweep he does where he just steps behind, puts the thing, and he just sends his opponents on his ass? So yeah, I'd choose Nathaniel. You choose an Aucklander, I'll choose a Londoner.
Yeah.
Easy as.
What's our next question?
All right, the next question. Would you rather fight prime Nate Diaz or prime Tony Ferguson?
Prime Nate Diaz or prime Tony Ferguson? That's a hard one.
Very hard.
Bro, probably Nate Diaz,
Why?
I would fight him. I don't know. I don't like primetime Tony. He was pretty ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Nate Diaz, bro. I feel like Nate Diaz won't hurt as much and he'll just take you down, check you out, and then you'll be all right.
Yeah.
With Tony Ferguson, he'll elbow you, he'll knee your head.
Yeah.
He'll fly in the air holding both his legs and just knee your head.
I agree, bro. Yeah, I'd probably fight Nate. Because then I only have to worry about punches. I don't have to worry about knees or elbows. I won't get cut as much.
He had a crazy run, Tony.
Yeah, man. 8 fights in a row or something. Finished everyone.
8? I thought he'd done way more.
What, wins?
Like when he was just beating everyone since the Ultimate Fighter all the way up until...
I can check. I don't think it'll be that much more, bro. 8 fights is a lot of fights.
Yeah, true.
I don't know exactly how many, but it was a lot. But I was probably around 8. But yeah, I'd fight Tony.
Definitely. Oh, what, you'll fight Tony or Nate?
Sorry, no, Nate. It's too risky. Oh, no, you know what? 8 fights was the losses. Fuck, he lost like 8 in a row.
8 in a row.
Let me see how many he won. So he lost to Michael Johnson. Then he won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 wins in a row.
12 wins.
Yeah,
I
right.
knew it was a lot more.
Wow. 12 wins, and then he got destroyed by Gaethje. And then after that, lost.
He never came right after Gaethje,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 losses. I was thinking of the losses. Wow.
That's sad.
That's crazy. He won 12 in a row and he lost 8 in a row.
Yeah, because
shit.
That 8 in a row was everyone just trying to like resurrect his career.
And they put him against some killers on that 8 in a row, man. Charles Oliveira, who he went to a decision with, Justin Gaethje, Beneil Dariush, Michael Chandler. Then after that, they're like, all right, let me give him a step down in competition. Nate Diaz, Bobby Green, Paddy Pimblett, Michael Chiesa. Crazy that Michael Chiesa finished him in round 1 and Paddy Pimblett took him to a decision.
Prime Tony beats them all, man.
Probably.
Prime time,
Probably, man.
I think age just caught up with him.
Yeah.
And his trainings,
and his style. His style was super aggressive. And if you lose some of your physicality, then it's not a good style to have.
Yeah.
You don't want to take you don't want to have your style as taking punishment and just walking people down as you age. Like a good style for like aging is maybe wrestling. Because you can always wrestle, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Who was that young, that Vando or something? He fought Tony and he was pretty slick, but he was like...
Lando Vanal.
Yeah, Lando.
That was in his debut.
Bro, did you see...
That was a great fight.
Yeah, that was a mean fight because...
Crazy highlights.
He's getting rocked there and then he comes back right at the end and
he's smashing Tony. Spinning back.
I
fist.
like that Lando, dude.
Yeah, he's good. He's got swagger.
Swagger.
He's got swag.
I like him as a fighter.
All right, next question. Pick 3 MMA fighters to back you up in a zombie apocalypse.
All right, the 3 fighters would have to be Ilia Topuria.
Yeah.
He'll be like the little nugget that can run in.
Yeah, they don't see him.
Yeah, they don't see him, and he can just one punch anyone that gets in his way.
You're going strategic with this.
Then I'll go John Jones. He can be like the sort of front line.
Yeah, he can do it all.
Then I need someone heavy in the back. I'm going to have to go with, I would say Tai Tuivasa, man, but that dude likes his drinks.
In shape Tai Tuivasa.
Yeah, in shape Tai Tuivasa.
In camp.
Oh, no, Mark Hunt. I have Mark Hunt at the back.
Nice, bro. That's a solid team. Ilia, Mark Hunt, and John Jones.
Just so I've got like, a strong foundation behind me.
Yeah.
Got the wolf leading the way.
Yeah. I'll go Demetrius Johnson. We have the small fella, like you said, so he can get supplies, wiggle in the rooms.
Demetrius, bro, if you just run the back and see.
Yeah, please, mate. Quickly. They're not going to see
bro.
you.
You're the fastest.
He's fast, athletic, agile, bro. He'll be able to, zombies ain't catching him. And then Tom Aspinall all day. Fellow Englishman, big fucker. 1 punch, knock out every zombie. They ain't got a chance. Headshot.
He might do his leg, though.
Maybe.
That knee might give out, though. No, I'm joking.
That's what we got. That's what we got the other 2 for. And then the last one, probably just Kayla Harrison, man. That bitch is strong, bro. She's gonna throw the zombies over her head.
Nah, you need
I want to
bro.
I want to be diverse. You know what I mean?
There's other reasons why you want to.
No, I don't think so, bro. No, shout out to Kayla. You know what I mean? All love, but I'm trying to make it a bit fun, bro.
I forgot it was apocalypse and men have needs.
Nah. Realistically, I ain't gonna pick a woman. You know what I mean? But I want it to be a little bit diverse, bro. It's 2025. You know what I'm saying?
We want it on the show. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll go with that, bro. So, next one. Would you spend 5 minutes in a cage with Khamzat for 20K? 5 minutes in a cage with Khamzat for 20K.
For 20K? And so what, like he can lock you in a...
Yeah, anything, I guess.
He can put you in a guillotine and hold for 20 minutes.
Oh, no, that's unfair. No, I guess...
You know
wait,
what I mean?
5 minutes or you lose the fight, like... Or when you lose the fight.
Oh, I'll just go in there and tap out.
Yeah. True. But you're cheating the system then, man.
Oh, I'll try to fight him, but... If it's for 20 minutes straight and he can just...
No, 5 minutes.
Or if it's 5 minutes and he can just hold a choke for 5 minutes, you're going to die, yeah. So I wouldn't.
Outside of death or brain damage. But you can't tap out.
Yeah. Damn.
So if you tap out, they continue. They reset you. Yeah, there you go. 5 minutes.
Nah, I reckon I won't
20K, bruv.
I reckon I won't survive.
Well, I can snap your arms and that.
Yeah, because I'll get tired in the first minute. And then the next minute he's locking in the submission, I'm already unconscious in 10 seconds.
Yeah, you wake up though and carry on. There's only 4 minutes left. 20K, bruv.
No, you'd wake up and then be even, more depleted. I wouldn't, bro. 20K, man.
Nah.
I reckon I wouldn't come out right.
Yeah.
Would you?
I don't mind getting choked out because I just wake up, but I don't want to get armbarred, man. Like, because then my arm's snapped. I definitely won't take an arm snap for 20K. That's nothing. I'll get put unconscious for 20K, like a choke. That's all good, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just jiu-jitsu, man. I don't mind getting rear naked choked. I do jiu-jitsu. It's fine.
I'd love to grapple him, though.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Khamzat, if you're watching, me and you, I'll smash everybody.
It didn't happen last time with Morale, bro, but we need to get those clipped up properly.
No, don't worry.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't because I wouldn't want to risk a joint lock. But I take everything else.
Imagine that,
Yeah, that's it. Just if my knee goes, it's not worth it. Everything else is all good though.
Yeah.
I guess if you punch me in the nose, it might break my nose. That's not very good, but don't know, man. Ham's not really the best striker, bro. You never know.
Yeah, but at that level, bro.
Yeah, no. But he's a grappler, so he's going to take me down, So I might. But no, I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk my health, man. It's only 20K. I just bet on him to win his next fight in the first round and win 20K anyway.
Yeah. Did you bet on him to win by submission against Rob?
Submission in round 1, bro. 8-1. Yeah. That's like an automatic bet whenever Khamzat fights, bro.
Yeah. See what he did to that what's his name? Jung Lee or something?
Li Jingliang.
Liang, bro. Yeah. He picks him up, walks over, and he's like...
Killed him.
Dana, smash everybody.
He's a different breed, man.
I just smash everybody. He's crack up how he talks, eh?
Yeah, he's a different breed, bro. Next question.
Yeah.
Would you rather go to Dagestan for 1 year and train with Khabib and Islam, or train for 1 week with Goggins?
I'll go to Dagestan.
Yeah.
I feel like Goggins is more mental,
Yeah.
He'll be like, run, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you're tired. But like in Dagestan, you can be like, bro, I can't carry anymore. And then they'll be a bit more lenient, bro. David Goggins will be like, I don't give a fuck, bitch.
Bro.
Run.
He found out, bro. Have you seen Izzy training with David?
Bro.
And he's being sick.
And Izzy spewing up, and David Goggins is like, and he's putting
David Goggins like, he thought it was a joke. He's looking at the camera. I'm like, fucking hell, bro. Relax, man.
Yeah, even on his stories. Have you seen his Instagram?
His Instagram's mad.
I'm nearly 40 years old. Oh, no, he's like 50 years old.
Yeah, he's 50 now, bro.
And he's like, people tell me I should stop running. Stay hard, motherfucker.
I love David, though, man. That guy's a legend, bro. I always say he's one of the guys that raised me because when I was like 23, 22, I had left London and I was listening to a lot of his interviews and podcasts, and it helped my mind, like toughness, just help with the mental health, just being a tough motherfucker, not being a bitch. And
yeah, I love his ways, eh? Like the whole stay hard, even though I don't look hard, but I'm trying to get there.
yeah, so I would definitely do Khabib, but only because it's for 1 year. You know, if it was 1 year with Goggins, that'd be a very hard one. Because like I said, I look up to Goggins a lot, bro. He helped me a lot with his, like, I listened to a lot of his stuff when I was younger, so it's different for me, you know? But
yeah, I'm looking at it with the more of the physical side, physical challenges he'll get me to do.
yeah.
I reckon he'll break me on the first day.
Oh, yeah, you become tough, you know, but
Yeah,
it's more
true.
of the mental thing. But if I go to Khabib and train with him for a year, I'll be a sick wrestler, man. I'll be a good wrestler, and I'll learn a lot, and Khabib's a beast, you know, and I love MMA, so it's tough, man.
I'd rather be strong in actual combat than just strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the mental is a big part of it as well, you know?
True.
But nah, I would do the Dagestan, because it's 1 year. 1 year is a long time. I would 1 year is better than 1 week, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Dagestan, you know? You know, you can just go there. You can go there and train there.
We should go there and do like Islam's ice bath routine. Eh? Have you seen that video?
No, I haven't
He's just
seen that.
in like the sauna.
Yeah.
As soon as he opens the door, he's like in a ice mountain, and he like walks over to this ladder, jumps in, has his little ice bath.
Yeah.
We should do that type of shit.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you want me and Phat to go to Dagestan, Russia, and train out there with all those boys, with the Dagestanis.
Have you seen their gym though? How much sweat on the ground? They're just rolling around in sweat.
Yeah, I can imagine, bro.
But I look at it like this, bro.
Graft.
None of them get staph infection, eh? Because they're so pure. They don't eat rubbish like us westernized.
No pork.
Yeah, no pork.
You know they don't like dogs there.
Actual.
Nah. They have dogs, like as guard dogs, outside the house, but they love cats more.
Hey.
It's just the culture, yeah. And you know you're not allowed to wear shorts there as a man.
Hey.
You can't wear shorts in Dagestan. You have to cover up long like this.
I'm coming.
So you got to be careful, bro.
I'm coming to Dagestan wearing shorts.
Bro.
Nah, what
They
do
don't
you
play
mean?
around there, bro. They throw you off the cliff.
Why aren't you wearing pants in the octagon then?
They're not in Dagestan. If it was at Dagestani
Actual.
octagon, yeah, you're not allowed.
So no one's allowed to wear shorts and...
Not men. I don't know about, I guess women as well, no, but definitely not men as well. It's weird, isn't it? My mate's
They don't
Russian
like
and he told me.
anything. They don't like anything. Like, have you seen when Khabib's like, why is there a woman in the UFC holding the signs? Eh?
It's true though. That's a stupid job, and I'm sorry to any of the. Actually, I'm not sorry. It's a stupid job. If I think it's a stupid job, it's a stupid job. The what's it? The ring girls.
Yeah.
They get their tits out and their ass out, and they go like round 3. I mean, yeah, I understand it's part of tradition, but what purpose are they serving? Well, if you forget what round it is. Thank you, love. Appreciate that.
It's to save everyone from going on their phones in between the fights. You know, there's like.
Yeah, that's a weird tradition, bro.
You
honestly.
reckon?
That's
I reckon it would have
weird,
been like an old thing, like back in the day.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all men, right? And men
Yeah.
love seeing tits and ass, so I guess that's where
Not
it
me,
comes
man.
from. No? You're a holy man, yeah?
One woman.
Be honest for the podcast, bro. We're honest, authentic podcast.
Nah, yeah. Big asses.
Hey, listen, if I was a woman that had a big ass and big tits and they're offering me grands to go and shake the, I would do it. So shout out to the girls who do it, but it's just a dumb job.
Like, they're
in my
gonna
opinion.
attack you now.
Yeah,
You just talk shit about
but
their
be
job.
careful, bro.
They're like, nah, Phat is on. He said he's good now.
All right, next one. Would you rather spend 3 rounds in the cage with Dan Hooker or Izzy Adesanya?
I saw this question last night. Definitely Izzy.
Really?
Yeah, Dan's
He's
like,
way bigger though.
Yeah, I know, but Dan Hooker, like, I feel like Izzy will be more like
Fair.
Dan Hooker would just,
Dan Hooker's a nutter, mate. He'll just come, probably headbutt you, bro.
yeah, and he'll laugh while he's doing it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Izzy, man.
Yeah, Izzy will beat you
Definitely.
up and be like, bro, you all good, bro?
Yeah.
Are you all good?
Dan will be
Dan
like,
will just
"You're
be like,
good, bro."
"Eish, boom.
Yeah, I've seen Dan sparring sessions. I don't need to be involved in that, man. I don't need CTE.
He's the reason why Aaron Toe's well conditioned.
Yeah.
I remember when I was watching one of Aaron Toe's vlogs, and they go to Australia, bro, and they're like, they just get off the plane. I think they just grabbed their bags, bro, and then Hooker throws his luggage over like fire, and it just goes like this on Aaron's head, boom.
Oh, bro.
And bro, Aaron's got to fight like the next day. I'm like, imagine if that bag was like rocked his head. And
Bro, I hate friends who joke like that, you know.
Hey, bro, that's Aaron and Dan, bro.
That's a common
But
thing, though. I'm sure
it.
you boys are used to it as well, like in Auckland or New Zealand. It's like a common thing in the UK as well, like the banter is too much, you know, like just like they're pissing your drink and stuff like that. In the, do you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Don't do that to me, man. I'm not we can be mates, but don't take it too far. You know, there has to be some respect.
I call that like white men pranks.
Yeah, probably. Bro.
You don't get islanders that do that.
I got mates do some stupid stuff, man. Like, stuff like that. You know, in the pubs, just taking the piss. You know, like fuck.
Even bird baths. Have you heard of a bird bath?
Nah, what's that?
So when people grab their ball sack and then they put like a drink in it and they get their own bros to like shot it off it.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that's another white boy thing.
It's not even a prank, man.
Never catch us islanders doing that shit.
That's a gay thing, bro. I don't know if that's a white boy thing.
Yeah, true.
What, licking ball sack?
No, like drinking, like they create like a little mini bowl with their sack and then someone just
What, their balls?
Alcohol. Yeah.
Their actual balls?
Their actual balls.
Bro,
because you know it's like a stretchy skin and you can. Nah, move on.
Happens here in New Zealand.
Yeah,
fuck.
I think there was a guy, Johnny Danger. Did you ever hear of Johnny Danger? Bro.
Did he
He's
die?
a legend. Yeah, he passed away, but he's a legend in New Zealand, and he used to do some crazy stuff like that.
How did he die? Prank? Drain?
Motorbike accident, man.
What on a prank?
On Anzac Day, no, it wasn't a prank. So on Anzac Day, I think they did a ride, like a bike ride, and they were heading up to like up the coast, I think, like you know where we do the other podcast, and just along Old Albany Highway, man. I think he come around the corner too quick and might have lost control.
Fuck.
But yeah, man, Johnny Danger, man, real one, R.I.P.
Rest in peace, man. Sounds like he was having fun when he passed.
Yeah, he would have
been surname Danger.
Yeah, he would have been larger than life if he was still around.
Yeah,
like he was one of New Zealand's biggest content creators.
Wow.
But he was like actually talented. Like he was mean at riding bikes. He was mean at just doing like gym stuff, like handstand walks.
Yeah.
Like he always did outrageous stuff. Like there was this one video he put up, and he's like coming down this bank, and he like jumps off this little ramp, and he's on like a little moped, and straight into a pool. Like he did shit like that, bro. He was a madman. Back
in the day as well.
Back in the days
before it was cool.
Yeah.
Because now everyone's trying one of the stupid stuff.
Yeah, him and Jimmy Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like sort of doing that when no one was doing that.
Yeah. All right. So, question number 7: would you rather be on an episode of Cooking with Volk?
Yep.
Or go to an all-you-can-eat buffet with Paddy Pimblett?
Oh, that's a hard one. I want to meet Paddy, eh?
Yeah?
I've Volkanovski once,
really?
But only like when he was walking past, I think it was in Sydney, I think it was.
For the UFC that you went to?
Yeah, I think it was there, or it might have been a different time. I'm not too sure, I got a bad memory, but yeah, I'd love to go see Paddy, eh?
Yeah, all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah. And it's all-you-can-eat, man.
Yeah.
The all-you-can-eat sold me, all right? Nah, but yeah, I'd love to be on both.
You can't choose both, bro. So you're going to choose...
Paddy.
All right.
I'd love to be on both.
I'm going to choose Volk, man. I like Paddy, but Volk's the man. Volk's one of my favourite fighters ever. I love Volk.
Yeah, he's so good.
Bro, Volk's a legend. Honestly, could be my favourite fighter ever.
Nah, yeah, I'll take it back, Volk. I'll take it back.
Sorry,
man.
Paddy.
Sorry, Paddy, but Volk.
And Volk can cook, bro.
Yeah, he's good. I like, do you watch his YouTube
Yeah,
stuff?
sometimes I've watched a few things. Have you seen when he goes to Broke Boy Taco?
No, I haven't seen that.
You know Broke Boy, right?
Yeah.
He went to Broke Boy Taco.
Did he?
And guess what? The next day I went there. Like, that's how much I was like, bro, I need to eat this.
Was it good?
Yeah.
I haven't even had it.
You not been?
I haven't been.
Nah, Broke Boy Taco is the one.
Actual?
Yeah, shout out to Broke Boy. He came to, I've seen his story because when I was watching the Volkanovski episode, he tells his story, and then he came to Auckland and he only had like a small little stall, and then he upgraded into the shop.
We should start ordering food on our podcast.
What, live?
Live.
Get it in.
Get it in.
If they want, they gotta pay for sponsorship, man.
Any eateries out there that want to sponsor the show, let us know. We'll give you guys an honest review.
Yeah, honest review. Don't send any shit food because it's going to be honest.
Yeah. But yeah, Broke Boy tacos, man.
Bro, it's really good.
Hey, I'm just not a fan of noodles.
You don't have to have the noodles, though. Just have the tacos. They come, like, they give massive slabs of meat, bro. Like, they do not go quiet on the meat.
What, is that us after this?
Oh, don't tempt me, man. I'm trying to be good.
Oh, yeah, no, we're trying to eat good. So, what, we'll both go Volk?
Yeah, I'd go Volk. Last question. Would you rather take a single punch from Ilia Topuria or 30 calf kicks from Justin Gaethje?
Oh, I'd rather take the one punch.
Yeah. Even in the jaw, though.
Yeah. I'm telling you now, 30 calf kicks from Gaethje.
Too much, bro.
Your leg's broken after the
30
first.
is insane, man. 30 is crazy. Who wrote that?
Yeah,
Assistant.
That's stupid. Is that you, Sam?
Fucking Sam.
Fucking fire
30
effective
calf
immediately,
kicks, Sam.
man. I swear. I don't care.
Yeah, so...
Shout out to My FM. I was on My FM this morning.
Oh, mad.
On our radio station. They called me up.
Really?
And they're like, we're just talking about the best sayings in New Zealand and everyone's saying, I don't care.
I don't care.
And I just immediately go, I don't care.
I don't care.
And then I think it was Tegan. She was like, oh, me and my man love watching your videos. I was like, yeah.
Superstar, bruh.
Nah.
That's cool, man.
I'm on the come up, man.
You're a star, bro. When we went to get steak the other day, the guys were looking at you like, oh, and I know they were saying, that's fast.
Man. It's honestly, man, it's a privilege, eh?
Yeah.
Is
it weird?
Wait, what does privilege mean? It's not a privilege, it's frickin' earned tonight.
Yeah, privilege.
My reading age is 10.
So how is it like seeing all the people?
Oh man, I love it, eh? Sometimes I get a bit...
It's not annoying.
Yeah, like when I was at my heaviest, 205 kgs, man, like I wasn't in the right mental state to like... Because there was people I would see in public and they'd be like, bro, fat.
Yeah.
And because my fat ass was like getting anxiety, I'll be like acting weird, like, oh, hey, bro, try to walk off. And then they're like following me. And then, sometimes I got bad anxiety. Now it's a bit better because I can, I just got to breathe, man. I just got to, all right. Hey, guys, how you?
Yeah.
I went to Mardi Gras and I was me, Jimmy Jackson, and my cousin were getting mad love. Because I was like, bro, this is like a white festival, man. There's going to be like no islanders there. And bro, like heaps of my Balangi fan base was coming up, man. I loved it, though.
You're national. It's not just with islanders, right?
Yeah,
everyone watches
everyone
your stuff.
now, which is good, man. I love the diverse,
Yeah, cool, man. So you don't get annoyed that people are shouting and interrupting you every day?
There's only been one time There was only one time where I was like getting major anxiety, bro. I was in Kmart and there was these Māori fellas.
Yeah.
But they were just being real loud about it. You know what I mean? Like letting everyone in the shop know that, you know, but like everyone else doesn't care,
Yeah.
But when I had just two dudes like overly excited seeing me, I was like, oh, hey, bro, what's up, bro? How you?
Yeah.
But then they were like yelling out my sayings like loud over everyone.
Oh, really?
And I always go, oh, for fuck's sakes, mate. And they were saying that in the Kmart, and I was like, bro, these parents, like...
Just not stopping.
Yeah, like, just over, like,
Yeah.
But...
Maybe they're just excited.
If it happened now, I wouldn't really care. I'd be like, I'd laugh about it, But I reckon, I love it, though, eh?
Yeah?
What about you? What are you going to be like when you get all this outrageous attention?
In the future? We spoke about this a little bit before. Like, I don't really want it, but, I mean... I'm making podcasts. I'm trying to, get my podcast out there and stuff. So maybe I do want it on some level, but I've only got stopped 2 times.
Oh, yeah.
And it was in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Once in Las Vegas and once in Miami. And it was fucking weird, bro. The guy in Vegas asked me for a photo. And I was like, why the fuck do you want a photo of me, bro? I just do gambling. I just put bets on and that. But I understand it to some degree. Like some of these people, I've won them, $10, $20, $30,000. Or whatever, right? Yeah. Because I gave them a bet out and then they win. So they think, like, they love me, right? Maybe they went on holiday with that money. Maybe they bought a new car. You
see it in your comments, bro. Everyone's showing you mad love, eh? They're like...
because money.
Yeah. You make people money, bro. And
it's fickle, though, because once you go on a losing streak, those same comments are not
but it's one of those things, bro. If you ain't down with lucrative on the good times, man...
Yeah.
Then be down with him. Hey, be down with him on the down times too. Fuck, I fucked that up.
Yeah, the reverse.
Sorry, guys. Remember my reading age.
Yeah, no, it's true though. You know, you can't expect all good times. Like, you have to understand that with gambling comes some losing streaks as well. But yeah, it's funny because with your stuff, it's like people are gonna love you basically all the time. You know, because you're doing comedy skits.
Yeah, I get all the hate, man.
No, you do get a lot of hate. But what I mean is, there's no big switch, right? Like, unless you do something crazy.
Yeah, there's times if I do like a controversial skit, then
Right.
it's like controversial comments. Like,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, so I did this one about going to Samoan church, and then like the priest was like, "You got the money?"
Yeah.
And then like a lot of the islanders are like, "Oh, bro, that's disrespectful." But they don't realize that I was just referencing it from this church video I saw in America.
Okay.
So I was like, I made it into like my own version, and then people were like thinking, "Oh, bro, are you just trying to say Samoan churches want money?" But I was like, no, this is just a remake of a skit that was in America.
It's tough when you make content because, first of all, they don't know your brain when you're making it, so they don't know what you actually mean. They also only see 1 or 2 minutes of you. Right, your skits are 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So they don't see like a lot. Like, they don't see this podcast where you explaining it, right?
Yeah.
So it's tough when you're making content, man, because they just take you at face value on whatever they see. If you make a mistake, they judge you on that.
Yeah.
If you do one, you know what I mean? Like, but you're a lot more than just that church video. And
Yeah,
you probably had a lot of thoughts behind it. But they just see that church video. Oh, that's the guy who made the church video. And it's like, bro, like, there's a lot more to it, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's funny when you're making content.
That's why I never judge someone off one video.
Nah, I don't.
People these days will hate your guts over one video.
Yeah.
Even if you're joking about it, like.
Yeah, people are fucking idiots, man. Well, the next pay-per-view card, the next card is kind of bull. So there's no UFC this weekend, but there is UFC.
Fight night.
Yeah, no, there's no UFC this weekend at all. But yeah, the weekend after there's a fight night. Derek Lewis versus Teleshin Teixeira, which is this new Brazilian dude. That's a terrible fight night.
Who do you got?
I don't know, bro. I have to watch tape. This Teleshin Teixeira guy is so new to the UFC. He's had one fight. He knocked out Justin Tuffer in his last fight, if you remember that. The elbow in close.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
He didn't knock him out, though, eh?
He did with elbow in round 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Junior Tuffer.
Was it elbow?
The big dude. Nah, remember, because I went to... So after the 3-1-2, I actually went and hung out with Justin Tuffer straight after that fight.
Or his brother?
No, it was just the tall dude, eh? You're talking about the tall dude.
They're both. Yeah, the tall dude who knocked out.
He didn't knock out. So, you know, when he elbowed him and he went down, he actually kneed him in the nuts, bro. So Justin Tuffer was actually just grabbing his groin.
Really?
That's why when you see him go down, he goes like that.
Oh.
That's what he told me. And then when I watched the replay, I could see it. It was like, he went down and he was like, oh, bro, like, he hit me in the nuts.
Oh, that's mental.
I didn't even know that. Like, if you go watch that fight again, but, bro, I reckon that other guy will beat Derek Lewis. He's good.
He's all right.
But Derek Lewis always knocks out the people that...
Yeah, I don't think he's that good, bro, to be honest.
Derek Lewis?
Nah, the other fella. But I have to watch more tape study on him. Yeah. He's so new to the UFC. I don't really know him in my head. Yeah. I need to research him.
I think he's good.
Yeah?
I think he hasn't proved himself. He hasn't been tested yet, but I think he's good. He might shock he might. He's either gonna go on a mean streak and do real well, or he's gonna just get knocked out
this week, next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend.
I bet on Justin Tuffer, and I remember the reason I bet on him because I remember thinking like this dude's not that good, so that's my thoughts of him. But I don't actually remember my research of him, so I need to go back and watch it. I know he's just early. He just knocks guys out in round 1. Basically.
Shout out to the Tuffer brothers, man. Honestly, when I got to meet them for the first time and hang out with them, bro, they're cool, man. Junior Tuffer, bad mans.
Where are they from? Local,
So they're from Avondale.
Oh, yeah, local.
But they live in Brisbane.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they live in Woodridge. Logan. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But
are they Kiwi or are they Aussie?
They're Kiwis.
Yeah?
So
they move when they're
New
a bit
Zealand
older.
raised, but I think since they've become pros and that, they've just been in Brisbane. They fight at, I've got their gym. We'll put it down here when you see it, right here.
So when did they move, do you know? Like, how old were they?
No, I don't actually know. But Junior Taffa actually went over to Glory and he was just
I saw that.
Fighting killers at a young age.
Yeah, mad.
And he's so entertaining to watch, man.
Who, Junior?
Junior, because he's just like, fuck what, hey, cunt. Like he reminds me of my bros, you know. Like, starts swinging.
Yeah, shout out to Justin and Junior. Yeah. But yeah, so that's a boring fight night. We don't want to talk about that one. But the next week after that is UFC 318 pay-per-view. And that's Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier trilogy. So I don't know who I've got in that one. It's a -110 pick'em. So it's $1.90 for both fighters. So it's even money. So there's basically what they're saying is we don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
And I don't fucking know either, to be honest. What do you reckon?
I reckon Maxie.
You reckon he's going to revenge?
Reckon, like, Dustin Poirier, like, no doubt he's going to be he's going to be so strong. Like every other fight they've had.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like because Max has lost twice, he might come in with a different hunger.
He lost his last fight against Ilia, but I think the fight before that was the Gaethje one.
No, he lost both fights against Dustin. So this is their first time fighting.
Yes.
So his debut, Max lost to Dustin. And then they rematched not too long ago, like a few years back, and Dustin...
Yeah, decision.
Too powerful, man.
At 155. But Max maybe is a little bit... He's bigger now, you know? Because I remember a lot... That was a close fight, the second fight. Max was kind of going to work at times, but Dustin would hit him with big shots that would rock him. And that would kind of like steal the round.
Yeah.
Which could happen again. Yeah. But I feel like Max maybe he's a little bit more... He's bigger now. He's older. He's wiser. Yeah. He might be a bit more natural for the 155 weight class now. Even though he fought at 145 in his last fight. But previous to that, he fought at 155 against Justin Gaethje. Because that was his first fight at 155. That Dustin Poirier fight.
Yeah,
so it was his debut at 145 in the UFC, and then it was his debut at 155, and both against Poirier.
At one point he was meant to fight Khabib, Max.
Yeah, well, he cut weight for it, and then he started getting sick from the weight cut, and they pulled him. Remember, he was talking slow and stuff.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. To be honest, man, like, as much as I love Max, I just think Dustin's just too naturally bigger and stronger. Like, the weight might just get to him,
again.
You know?
Could happen again. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing, man. Dustin's game, bro. He's got a good chin and great boxing.
True. But they're both coming off knockouts, bro. They're both coming off knockouts because Dustin... No. Did Dustin get head kicked in his last fight against Gaethje, or did he finish Benoit Saint Denis? I think he finished Benoit.
Yeah, I think the how do you say his name? Saint Denis, BSD. Yeah, I think that was his most recent where they fought a mean fight.
Mad fight. Just knocked him out.
Just knocking him out. Like,
brutal.
It was a good fight.
He got dominated for the first round and then he just got brutalized.
I rate that Saint Denis.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, bro.
But did you see him just get ragdolled from Maikanu?
Yeah.
That was sad.
Kind of showed his level a bit.
Yeah, I was like, well, I didn't think Maikanu was that good.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a tough one, man. We could speak about it all day, honestly. Like I want to go with Max. I think
my money's on Dustin, but my heart's with Max.
Yeah,
I hope Max wins.
I love Max. He's my first favorite fighter. Too. Yeah,
I'll bet on someone, but still hope my guy wins.
Don't do that, guys.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't listen to me when it comes to betting, because I bet with like
your heart.
I bet with my heart, man.
That's the #1 way to lose money, man.
Betting with your heart.
Yeah, you have to be unemotional, you know.
Yeah.
You have to be unemotional and just bet against the fight you love sometimes.
Did you put any money on Pantoja?
I put on Kai, bro.
Oh, that's how I lost all my bets, man. But you know me.
All the Kiwis back Kai. Yeah. Hey, fuck it, man. It is what it is. It's only a bit of money. It wasn't the end of the world. I still profited, so that's good. But yeah, I would not bet against somebody if I knew them personally. But I would bet against the people I don't know but I like. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. But if I actually know you, I'm not going to bet against you. That's fucked.
Yeah, I doubt.
I would never cheer for someone to lose if I actually knew them. Oh, there's another fight on that card, which is Paulo Costa. He's fighting Roman Kopylov. You know, the kickboxing dude.
Yeah. What do you think about Paulo Costa?
I don't know, man. This guy might be done now. Yeah. I want to know if there's a 3-round fight or a 5-round fight. Because if that's a 3-round fight, Kopylov probably going to win. But 5-round, I don't know if Kopylov's got the best cardio. So, actually, I don't think... it won't be 5-round. No, it won't be.
3.
Yeah, if that was 5 round, I might say Costa could take over in round 4 and round 5, but Costa's just not there. He just never panned out to be that good, did he? Yeah. After Izzy exposed him, he's not really done.
Strickland.
Everyone now, really. Rubber Whittaker.
It was the fight with him and Romero that made everyone go, wow.
Yeah, but that was a 50-50 fight. It was a split decision. And Romero, he was good, but, like, again, Romero wasn't the best ever, you know? He was very athletic and explosive.
Yeah, they're good. That division is just ruthless.
Solid division. The 170 division is mad now, isn't it? Was I speaking to you with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we've talked about it.
I'm the 170 division, that's crazy.
That's lightweighting.
Welterweight.
Oh, yeah, welterweight.
Yeah. Jack Della Maddalena, Islam Makhachev, Belal Muhammad.
So, do you think Islam gets the 3rd bout? No, he's in second.
I don't know, man. Yeah, second.
I reckon it's a no-brainer. He beats.
You reckon he beats Jack? Yeah, really,
effortlessly.
Grappling's too much.
Too much, man.
Yeah, might be, you know, because Jack now beating Belal, like, I feel like everyone will be taking underdog shots on Jack Della Maddalena, but man, Islam is at a completely different level of grappling, and Jack might just not be on that level, man, and it might just be as simple as that.
I reckon Islam. That's his weight class too. Like, that's his natural weight class too. What do you reckon?
155 his whole career. You reckon he's just going to be...
Have you seen how much he cuts to get done? He's like depleted every weigh-in.
Yeah. It's just tough to see him doing better than he did at 155 because he was just the dominant champ, but maybe.
I reckon.
But they're bigger guys, though. They're harder to take down. They're harder to hold down. Jack Della Maddalena's a big guy.
Yeah, true. He's got a good jab, man.
Beautiful boxing.
Watch out for his jab, bro. Yeah. That jab wins them fights, man.
Yeah. Best jab in the game, almost.
Yeah, man.
Great boxing.
It's just good, eh? Not telegraph.
Yeah. So, yeah, bro. I think we can probably wrap it up now.
Yeah.
Any final shout-outs or reminders? Well, subscribe to the Phat Lucrative MMA podcast. Follow us on...
all our platforms.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram for all the clips. The Phat Lucrative MMA podcast, and then go to @LucrativeJames. And boys, I'm just about to hit 10K subscribers.
You're going up, eh? You're going quick.
Yeah, we're growing, bro. Let me see if I've hit it. I'm gonna refresh the page, all right?
Yeah, let's go.
9977. Come on, let's see. Gonna refresh it. Come on. Two away. 2 away. So I need 2 more subscribers, lads, to get to 10,000 subs. So yeah. I mean,
yeah, we're going to start doing some giveaways too, guys.
Oh, yes.
So, like and subscribe, and random subscribers are just going to win stuff. So,
there we go.
Here's your chance to hit that like and subscribe right now, man, and we'll just here and there pick out random winners.
Yeah.
You could be one.
I'm going to do that on my video. My next video you're going to see, I'm going to give away a bunch of free subscriptions to my website. So you're going to get all my free bets. You're going to get all my bets for free for a whole month.
We should do that, bruv.
Yeah.
Every week give away something. It doesn't have to be something big, but just do. I like how you created that wheel.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, man. Or even if we just had like a draw here and we just had everyone's name, and then we just every subscriber.
Comment down below, and we will try to just leave a good comment, and then we will try to come up with a cool way where we can do giveaways to the comment section. Maybe like a raffle or something.
Also, my hats is going online in about a week's time. So head over, if you guys want to cop one of my hats, head over to my I don't care hats. Head over to my YouTube channel. I might put the Shopify there. If not, then head over to my Instagram where I'll sell it there.
So these got released before and you're dropping them again, or is it a different style, or they never been released?
Yeah, so this is the second. So the first one I got, I pretty much gave it all out. And then I just ordered a restock, and then these ones are going to go on sale. So I used the first one to market it out.
Yeah.
And then these ones are thing. But they were all sold out. As soon as I put a pre-sale link up, they were sold out like within seconds, man. So but I'm not going to do that. There's no pre-sales. It's just first in, first serve.
And shipping globally or just New Zealand?
We're only shipping to New Zealand, Australia, but that's going to change.
Yeah.
Straight away in the future.
All right, easy. So New Zealand and Australia, make sure you go and show Phat some love. And yeah, subscribe to Phat482 on YouTube. That's what it is, eh?
Phat482, PHATZ 482. And yeah, you'll find all my content there, our vlogs, our steak.
Yeah. I'm going to be on the channel as well, so make sure you go and subscribe. Show some love to the boy Phats. That's another podcast wrapped up, episode 3. Bang.
Boom.